Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of It's a Matter of Fact. I'm your host, Matt the Funny Man. If you guys don't know who I am, by episode 42, that's right, I know what episode this is. I'm that guy who uploads videos on the internet. Alright, looks like I'm going to be joined by my not co-host, Simon. Oh, never mind. Okay, he changed his mind. It looked like he was going to sit next to me, but he chose to sit by the window instead. Well, I just recovered from being sick for I guess technically a day, but I'm feeling like I'm about 80, 85, maybe I'd say 90% better. I was sick a few days ago, and your boy's COVID positive. Yeah. Who'da thunk it? Yes, the same guy who hasn't been sick in the last 4 or 5 years, who never really gets sick. Now, I don't know if it was either COVID that got me sick or allergies. Because in the past, when I have gotten sick, it's been in the springtime, allergy season. I want to say it started Monday night with a coughing fit, and it was out of nowhere because my wife was drinking water. She swallowed water wrong and just started and then that got me coughing for no reason, and then I just had random coughing fits throughout the night. I wake up the next day, feel like complete not dog shit, but sore throat, and I'm like, it might be coming, it might not. Because my throat's irritated, but it doesn't hurt to swallow. Normally, if it hurts to swallow and my throat is really, really sore, then that means I have a sickness coming up. But I'm thinking okay, well, I did kind of have a coughing fit yesterday. Maybe my throat's just jacked up from all the and shit. Next day, I'm fucking sick. Fever, I'm sweaty, I'm cold, I hate it, it sucks. Next day, I felt a little better. But the thing is that I'm okay, I'm having a fever, I'm sick and all that. Let me take one of the COVID tests that we have at home. So when I took it, came back negative. I'm oh, okay, maybe it is allergies. I'm I'll take another one later just to be sure. Came back negative. I want to say a day after, which I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days ago, tested positive. Yeah. You would think I would have been positive when I was sick. No. Apparently COVID is you're going to get sick, recover from it, then you're going to get it. Other than that, I'm fine. My coughing's pretty much gone for the most part. I'll have maybe every now and then, but other than that, I want to say I'm recovered. I consider myself somewhat recovered if I can get out of bed. So by Friday, Saturday-ish, I was kind of, I don't know, I want to say I was maybe 60% better. And I'm okay, if I can get out of bed and get on the laptop and shit, then I can go to work. But I'm gonna wait one or 2 more days, and then because I know some people that's kind of had the same thing, so thankfully I'm not crazy, and I'm okay, this is weird. Why do I get COVID after I get sick? Because when I was sick, I didn't leave the house because I was off for 4 or 5 days, so I didn't really have anywhere to go. But I know some people that I talked to about it, and I was hey, has this ever happened to you guys? And someone I know was oh yeah, that happened to me. I'm really? Yeah, man, fever, everything, but I was negative. Next day, I fucking have it. I'm oh, what the fuck? That's weird. I mean, maybe it's because the fact that you're sick, your body's broken and shit like that. Then COVID slides in when no one's looking, type of shit. I mean, it was a matter of time. I mean, thankfully, I'm fully vaccinated with the booster and shit, so, all I have, that's all I had, really. No breathing issues. Never lost my taste or smell or anything. But fuck, just like I hate fucking coughing a lot. I hate it because one of the things I really hate about being sick is that I'll cough 3 or 4 days after I recover from it. It'll keep me up, but I'm not gonna lie, guys, man. Fucking NyQuil, that shit fucking works, dude. Fucking NyQuil. I was, I want to say it was like Friday, and I didn't have that many coughing fits. But by the time I was relaxed, I was laying down, ready to go to sleep. And I'm like, fuck NyQuil. Oh. Knocked me out instantly. So, I had my first shitty day at work Saturday. Do you mind? This is when I was still like rocking 60% recovery. So, tell me why. So, with my job, about 7-8 people quit within towards from the middle of April towards the end of April, like 7-8 people quit, and a good portion of them were the people that worked in with me. So my boss got so irritated because like he's one of those people, he wants to get shit done. I do too. I'm like, don't fucking bother me. Give me my list of things to do and I'll go fucking do it. Leave me alone. Couldn't get shit done. So he's like, fuck this, I'm working nights. So, but my boss now going to nights, that just leaves me in the morning until another guy comes in at 11, which sucks. Because, you know, the whole company is, you have to do this amount of thing for this amount of time. You know, super unrealistic shit because, you know, you're not fucking doing it. I can tell you, hey, run 800 laps in 30 minutes. You can't do that. Sure you can. Can you? I don't have to do that. That's below my pay grade. What the fuck? Dude. So that's annoying. So on top of that, I'm also on the register because cashiers quit too. So I was super irritated. By the way, working at this new job, it's grocery. It has grocery stuff in it. And my thing is, people, I don't know, maybe it's just Las Vegas, but back when I worked at Giant, it wasn't that bad. These motherfuckers are crazy with coupons. And it's really irritating. I'll give you a good example. Someone got some cleaning products. I want to say it was like maybe $60 total. But with how the coupons work at my job, it's kind of like some coupons can overlap other ones because you're saving more. So it's kind of, what's the best example? Say you have a coupon for a thing of aspirin. It's like, oh, well, since you're a Plus member, you get $5 off. And they have a coupon for the aspirin for $1 off. You can't apply that $1 off coupon because since you're a Plus member, the $5 overlap that coupon. So it's kind of like you get your $5 off, but you can't apply the $1 coupon. And the people that have shopped there don't understand that concept. I mean, there's like no plus thing. I just use that as an example. But certain coupons that you have can overlap and negate the rest of the coupons. Because it's like you're saving more by using this, but you can't combine them. So I had one lady who got like $40 worth of shit. You know, cleaning products, detergent, shit like that. And the total went down to like $16. Like $16 and some change. From like $45 to $16. For like cleaning products, food, shit like that. But because all the coupons didn't go through, yeah, I don't want any of this. Sorry. And leaves. Like, I could not compute that. I'm like, even if, like, so you don't want this entire this whole $40 purchase for $16 because 2 of the other coupons you had with you got, you couldn't use because your bigger discounts negated that. I'm like, bro, you saved like fucking $30 off some shit versus going to like a big chain grocery store. What? Like, it blows my fucking mind of how people in coupon, like, I don't understand their process. And I question it. And I'm scared that the day's gonna come to where I'm like level threat, don't give a fuck, and I'm like, what was the point of you doing that? Like, and of course, you know, when I've asked like my coworkers that, it's like, oh, well, they want to save more. They are saving more. This lady just saved like $30. If this person bought the same shit somewhere else, that total wouldn't be $40. It'd be like $237. But here, it's $40 minus the $30. You're paying $16 for $40 worth of groceries and shit. What? People like that, I feel like, don't deserve fucking money. Like, shit, if you're not gonna spend that $16, fuck you, give it to me. Since you don't want it. You don't need to be shopping then. It's crazy to me. Like, I like a good deal much as somebody else. Like, best example, I would love to have a Quest 2. Obviously, I don't want to pay $300 for it. But if there's a fucking sale that's like $50 off, I'm like, okay, so that'd be like, what, $250? Yeah, sure, fuck it. But if I have like an additional coupon that's like $5 off, I don't want to be, oh, well, it's not $55. I don't want it. And it's like, dude, it's $5 fucking dollars, dude. I'm still gonna get it. I don't know, maybe, if any like fucking super couponers are listening to this, fucking let me know. Because I don't understand the process. Like, I've seen TV shows where people have like, it's a thrill of like, oh, this was $37 and now they have to give me money back. In that type of shit. But it's like, I don't know. So, it was a mixture of that and not getting shit done that I wanted to get done. And on top of that, and here's my thing and how I work. I see it as, you know, a contract. I'm contracted to do this, to work between this time and this time, do the work, and go home. Nothing more, nothing less. My time is extremely important to me, and it's really gotten important to me the older I've gotten. Like, you know, in my early 20s, back when I was pushing carts, I had all the fucking free time in the world. I was working at Giant pushing carts for 4 hours, 4 days a week. I had plenty of fucking time, which is why I was just shitting out videos left and right. But now as I gotten older, I'm like, I want 3 days off a week. And I want them to be back to back. 1 day is relaxing. 2 of the days, I stream. 1 of the days, I work on the main channel. Or the first day, I either make it my rest day, or I spend like half the day just chilling, and then or no, I got that backwards. The first part of the day, I'm recording and all the other shit for like gameplay videos and shit. Then the rest of the day, I'm chilling. And then, of course, the other 2 days, I stream. Or, the first day, I'll stream. The second day, I'll record and chill. And then the third day, I'll stream and stuff like that, and then get ready to go to work the next day. I never liked the work off schedule. That shit fucking pisses me off. I hate that shit because I feel like I don't get to enjoy my full day because I gotta go back to sleep early to come back in the next morning type of shit. My days have to be consistent back to back. But I'm kind of going off topic of what I was talking about. But yes, I go in there, I work the time between, AM to PM or whatever, how long you had me, and I go home. My time is extremely precious, especially if I'm off the next day. So, my boss asked if I could stay one day. And originally, I wanted to be like, no, because I want to stream that day. I get off fairly early. It'll still be the morning when I get off. I can have my coffee and shit like that and stream. But I'm like, you know what? I could use some extra money. I'll sacrifice it and just plan a stream for another day later that week. Or I could plan it ahead for next Saturday. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I come in. Alright, so I'm already annoyed. Because number one, I'm by myself. Number two, I'm at 60%. I do not feel good. But I'm like, you know what? I got out of bed. I can at least work. Or I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe I'll work at least majority of my shift. And then go home early. And ask hey, I'm really not feeling good. Can I just go home? Like, hey, I know I said I would stay. But I do not feel good. I want to go home. And I normally don't like asking to leave early because, I partially, rest in peace, Mom, but I feel like she raised me to feel guilty fairly easily. So my guilt fucking doesn't let me do what I want to do sometimes. And it's been really hard to break that. Like if someone's like, "Oh, Matt, we should hang out." I'm thinking like, "Oh, and Matt's got to be the fucking people pleaser." Cuz that's how I was fucking raised. It's like so hard to try to like throw out that shit I was learned when I was a kid, because it's like, hey, Matt, grow up. You have to not give a fuck sometimes. But didn't work out. I didn't leave early like I wanted to, because I kept pushing it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll leave like around this time. Then like an hour before that time comes, okay, maybe I'll push it to another hour. Like I'm just finding excuses to stay. To the point where I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm stuck here for the rest of the day. So I lost my train of thought already. I'm getting kind of mad, so I'm trying. My train of thought sucks. So the time's coming. Huge fucking line. Matt, we need you up front. Fuck. I'm like, well, you know what? I leave in 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes and I'm out. Because I had to jump on because someone else was on their break or lunch. So that person wasn't back yet. So, ringing people out. And the person that's on break comes back. I'm like, okay, nice. I can get finish what I need to do and get the fuck out of here. Because it's getting busy and I'm getting irritated by these coupon fucks. So, person comes back. The problem at my job is one of the registers is cash only. It's a very small store, so there's not like 30 registers open. One of the registers is cash only. So they opened up, and the person was kind of, hey, paying in cash. And with how my job works is only you can touch your drawer. It wasn't like back in the day with Burlington where it's like, 3 p.m., time to sign out. Hey, I'm out. Like, you have to count your own money. And only a manager can, like, get your till out and take it to the back so you can count it. But since the supervisor was ringing and I was ringing, no one was available to take my till. So it's going on 2:03 or whatever. Or whatever time it was, I don't remember. I was that pissed, I don't even remember. Time's going on, I'm like, okay, 10 minutes passed. I'm still up here. 20 minutes pass. Here comes one of the afternoon crew. And they're like, hey, what time do you leave, Matt? I'm supposed to be gone already. Oh. Walks away. I'm like, hey, can you get someone up here so I can fucking leave? But I can't say that in front of customers and shit. Because, like, I'm not trying to ruin, like, someone else's day because someone at my job is being a dickhead and doesn't want to, like, get me out of here. 30 minutes pass. Here comes my boss. And he waves to me, but then, like, he points and I'm like, shrugging. I'm like, yeah, I'm still fucking here. And he looks at his watch and walks to me. He's like, hey, Matt, what time do you leave today? 2 o'clock. I'm just going to use 2 o'clock as an example. Like 3 o'clock. Oh, it's past 3. Yeah, I know. I'm still fucking here. I want to go home. Like, I'm fucking frustrated. I think what really, like, made it escalate into the point where I was just so fucking furious is that one of the high up managers, while I was stocking, this is my stocking process. I'll give you guys a little insight. Normally, if I have, like, a bunch of stuff, I'll, like, scan the area of what I know. If I don't see something immediately, I don't like to waste time and just keep staring until I find it. Because I'm like, this is a waste of time. Let me just put some stuff I know where it goes. So then maybe one of two things are going to happen. Either one, I can save the stuff I can't really look for last because, I took care of everything else. So let me come back to it and look for it because, since I stocked up mostly everything, maybe the only spot that will be left is the thing I need to put away. Or number 2, let me put this to the side, stock up what I got, and maybe I'll come across it. Like, I'm putting up fucking cat treats, and I'm like, oh, there's the fucking kibbles and bits. Let me fucking, right there. That's how my process goes. So, my boss, one of the managers was stocking too because, everybody fucking quit. Saw me look for something and then, went back, to another aisle. So as I'm stocking up more stuff because I put the stuff to the side, he grabs it and starts taking it. And I was like, oh, there's a spot for it? And he goes, of course there's a spot for it. I'm like, bro, don't get smart. Don't do it. Don't do it. So a little bit later, I want to say maybe half hour, 45 minutes later, guy calls me over. He's like, hey, Matt, just like I told this other guy. Keep in mind, this other guy, he got fired like within like 3 days. Because the guy was just putting shit wherever and didn't give a fuck. So I guess manager thought I was in that same process when it's like, dude, I've been here for a while and I know how to stock. Like, don't compare me to a guy who just didn't give a fuck. Like, obviously you're paying me to put shit where it's supposed to go. But he's like, hey, just like I told, him, and I'm in the same aisle. And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't want to be one of those people where it's like, hey, you know where this goes? Hey, you know where this goes? Hey, you know where this goes? Like, I want to carry my own fucking weight, dude. Like, don't fucking, no. Let me do it my way. If you don't like my way, then fucking get rid of me. If you don't like how I do it, then fucking get rid of me. And then you'll be stuck doing it by yourself. Anyway. And then he actually had the nerve to say, you don't want to get the store manager mad at you. It took every ounce of my body after he made that comment to say, yeah, but actually, you guys don't want to make me angry because if I fucking leave, you guys are fucked. I'm your only stalker, dude. Like, the other 2 people who stock, they're managers. I'm your only associate that's left. Besides, the few cashiers that they have left. I'm the only one. Don't make me mad because if I fucking leave, I don't know what the fuck you guys are going to do with an entire delivery truck. But yeah, that was kind of what made my day bad. So, on top of that, fast forward back to the, towards the end of the story about me being on register fucking 45 minutes past the time I was supposed to be. Then one of the manager comes up to me because I was about to get off the register they pointed to an old guy saying, "Hey, can you show him where the cat food stuff is? He just needs some help." I'm like, yeah, sure. They walk away. Dude, I'm about to leave. He's going to be fucking looking for that cat food for a minute. He better look at the signs above his head. Where's cat food? Look up. You just look up. That's all you got. Look up. So, but of course, the managers and stuff were busy on the computer, so I couldn't count my register. And one of the supervisors and my boss was like, "You know what, Matt? It's like almost an hour past your time. Go ahead and go home. Because they're on the computer. We don't want to keep you here longer than what you're supposed to be, because it's not fair to you." I was like, I appreciate that. Guess who called out today? I was like, because I already didn't go through with my plan to leave early because I felt like shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm calling out. Fuck it. I've been there long enough. Call out. I'm taking a me day. And here I am doing the podcast. Yeah, right now it's only laughing that triggers my cough for some weird reason. This is the delicious Rockstar. Rockstar, can I get a sponsorship already, dude? I'm waiting to hear from y'all. So, that was my day. But I feel a lot better. It feels good, and it's like shit like what I dealt with the other day was the prime example of why people want 15, 16 an hour. Let me make fucking 15, 16 an hour. Oh, I'm here for an extra 45 minutes. But man, my check's about to look good. You know? And here, I got another work. And I love the fact too, it's taken a while, but now I'm getting some work stories for you guys. This was the same day too, by the way. So, was it the same day? It was this week. At some point. This lady comes in. Fucking rude as shit. Ugly glass-wearing, crock-wearing fuck. Sets all of his stuff up. Now, because of the area that we live in, they have like the detergent and shit locked up in like a corner room. Now that room has a locked door and barricaded with like a display. So when someone wants something, you gotta go back there, move this heavy ass fucking display, unlock the door, grab it, relock the door, move the display back, and come back to the register. So this person was, hey, I want some detergent. Very fucking rude, by the way. Go in there, move it, come back, set it on there. Now, the receipt is next to me over the counter. Let me hand you the receipt. Don't just go reaching over, like, past me trying to grab it and shit. That's very fucking rude. So as the receipt's coming out, she, like, as it's coming out, she's, like, ripping it and snatching it. I'm like, I'm not printing out another one for you. That's what I'm saying to myself. Person leaves. Doesn't say, thank you, have a good day, or nothing. I didn't say nothing back. I'm like, I'm not telling you have a good day. Fuck you. 2 seconds later, this bitch comes back in with an empty cart. I'm like, damn. I'm like, maybe she just forgot something. Whatever. She comes back with another cartload full of shit. Can you give me some more detergent? What? Okay. Move that big fucking heavy ass display. Go back in there. Whole thing, again, snatches the fucking receipt coming out of the machine, damn near ripping it. Leaves. 5 minutes later, this bitch comes back in. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Keep in mind, this lady's not using coupons. There was no special sale. This bitch is just coming in for 3 fucking times. Has a semi cart full of shit. Guess what she asked me for? Can you give me some more detergent? Bro! Now I'm getting irritated. Is there any more detergent you'd like me that you plan on buying? I can just bring them all out for you. This is what I tell her. Not in condescending, not in a smart ass way. I'm just like, hey, if you're gonna get more, do you want me to just if you're getting like 3 or 4 more, do you want me to just bring them out here for you? I try to make it come off like I'm doing it as a convenience for her. I'm making it come off like, hey, you want me to get them that way? You don't have to wait for me to go get them, type of thing. Gives me that look like, like when someone says like some dumb shit to you that's kind of offensive, and you're like, the fuck? That's the look she gave me. No. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe this is the last time that she's going to come in then. Maybe that's why. Then tells me, have a good day. 10 minutes go by. The bitch comes back again. Stops at my register while I'm ringing someone. Hey, Matt, can you give me some more detergent? I'm like, this freaking bitch. I literally just asked you. At this point, I'm like, this bitch wants to test me today. And I'm just like, this is your 4th trip in here. And again, no coupons, no special sale, not even using a credit or debit card. This lady was using cash. I go back, I get another one. Lady comes up. The one detergent and like a couple, like, I don't know, 5, 6 cleaning supply things. Buys it up and then leaves. Y'all, I never wanted to never see someone again for the rest of my life. I never thought I would feel like I never want to see this person again. I probably will. But hopefully it's not while I'm at work. And tell her to fuck off. So, after the actual cashier shows up, like, I don't know, 30 minutes later, guess who comes back a 5th fucking time? The same fucking lady. Thankfully, I wasn't on the register this time. But boy, I was mean mugging the shit out of that bitch. And I was hoping she'd turn around and look at me, but she didn't. Lo and behold, as I'm stocking, I'm looking over, ask for another thing of detergent. That's 5 trips. That's 5 times. 4 times, because I wasn't there the 5th time. The 4 times I had to move that big ass heavy display, go in a back room, and grab one, relock it, move the display back. 4 fucking times. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, kind of like, as I'm like, wait, as the person shopping, I'm like, okay, is there a camera phone anywhere? Is someone prop a camera up somewhere? Is someone like, am I going to be on a hit reality show? What would you do? Or do you have patience? The new hit reality show? You have to deal with the dumbest shit ever to see if they get a reaction out of you. I was just looking. I'm like, is anyone recording or anything like that? Nothing. I'm just like, okay, so this woman's just a dumbass. An asshole. A piece of shit. I hope that person gets hit by a train and not get hurt. In my prayers. This is why. It's funny because I told Prisha all this, and she's like, now I see why you said you'd never set foot in another grocery store. I'm like, yeah, because I know I'd be dealing with shit like this. At least in retail, you don't really have to deal with coupons and shit. There's not gonna be, hey, can I get 10% off this jacket? I mean, you gotta deal with discounts and shit, but it's crazy to me. But guys, let what that story I told you guys, let that be a reminder. Put yourself fucking first. Fuck these jobs, dude. Seriously. Believe me, if I just had the money to just be like, travel the world and do what the fuck I wanted to do, be what was it, COO and CEO and shit like that, bro, it's game over. But I don't have that type of luxury. You know, rent gets paid, but, you know, I'm not living in luxury or anything. Not that I'm hoping. I mean, everyone's hoping for that, but I'm just like, I want something to where I don't have to fucking worry about it. Just enough to scrape by. You know, a new console here and there, you know. Office here and there, shit like that, you know. It's goddamn. Let me own my own business. I'm not dealing with no fucking shitty customers, and I will ban motherfuckers. And I will post their face on the fucking wall. I will have a wall of shame if I ever have my own business. If you steal, wall of shame. Actually, that's going to be a different wall. But if you cuss me out or any of my cashiers and shit like that, boom, wall of shame. You're banned. Don't come back. I don't want your money. And if you see yourself on that wall, what the fuck, why in my face? I'm like, oh, you just snitched on yourself. Get out. But I got this stuff on my buy. I don't give a fuck. You told me to go fuck myself 3 weeks ago. Bye. Have a good one. You will be put on my wall of shame, and why? It'll be like a picture of you with a little description. You know, this person's 5'3", told me to go fuck myself. Looks like an asshole. MB. I'll sign it. You can't do that. Yeah, the fuck I can. Do you own this business? Are you a shareholder? No? Then go fuck off. Have a good day. The day will come. I mean, if you guys want to donate towards that. I do have a tip jar on my Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/MattTheFunnyman. Do let me own my own business. I'm going to hire all my friends. It'd be great. But that's been my life, you know. Tired, annoyed, and I have COVID. I mean, thankfully, you know, it's not the bad COVID. And my wife wondered this too. Like, I wonder what kind you have. Is it Omicron? Is it Delta? I'm like, for all I know, I got the fucking OG COVID. That's like nothing at all. But who knows? All right. Now it's time for the portion of the podcast where my boy Pat would like me to spread some wisdom, random shit that's going on planet Earth. Let me see here. Wait, what? All right, I'm a little late reading these, Pat. You're gonna have to forgive me here. All right. Oh, this is posted by USA Today, so it's true. Because normally some of these he sends me, I'm like, I don't know. All right. Teacher resigns after lighting students' hands on fire in a science experiment. All right. A Texas middle school teacher has resigned after putting hand sanitizer on a student's hands, then lighting them on fire, leaving the student with third-degree burns. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. I'm just like, what made them think, it's a good science experiment. Hey, put this on your hands. I'm going to set it off. I don't know which is worse. I want to know how that process went. Like, did the kid was like, cool, set my hands on fire? Or, I don't know. 37-year-old teacher in middle school was conducting science experiments that week when she put hand sanitizer on the hands of a 12-year-old student and lit them on fire. According to the statement, Garnbury Police, from the Garnbury Police, I could be butchering the fuck. Sorry if you live in Garnbury. Oh my god, these goddamn pop-ups. The experiment was conducted with other students without incident, but the 12-year-old suffered third-degree burns on his hands. Rip. Granbury Police Department responded to Granbury Middle School, reported a student who had been burned on campus. The statement said, posted a tweet on Tuesday, said the teacher resigned and is no longer employed in their district. Oh, that's it. I thought there'd be more to that. Yeah, don't set your students' hands on fire. And also, I feel like at some capacity, 12-year-old me would have been like, I don't think it's good for you to set my hands on fire. I mean, we don't know what was going on. We don't know what type of class it was. We don't know if the student had issues or not. So, I can't speak too much about that part. But the main part of the adult is you shouldn't, like, hand sanitizer is not that anti-fire liquid shit that stuntmen put on themselves like in movies. And when they do have that shit on, it's layered on like thick. And you know those scenes are shot for like 3 or 4 seconds before they gotta hurry up and put them out. So I don't know what made them think, alright class, this is what we're gonna do. I need a volunteer. Alright little Timmy, come on up. Alright, I'm gonna need you to put this hand sanitizer on your hands. Alright, are you nice and lubed up? Probably shouldn't say that to a kid. But you know, you got thick enough on? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna set your hands on fire. Okay. Like I feel like any normal 12-year-old would have been like, I don't think I want to be set on fire. But also at the same time, younger me was also jumping off cars and shit doing jackass stunts. So at the same time, I can't really blame the child, really. Because I also did some dumb shit. But also, I don't know. I mean, I always learned at an early age, like, hey, don't fuck with fire. You know, jumping off cars, you know, as long as you don't get hit and you're not driving fast, you know, I knew how gravity worked. You know, I'm like, I'm probably going to hurt myself. Probably scrape my knee. But I don't know, like, what convinced the student. I'm pretty sure, 12 years old, if an adult says, hey, I'm going to set you on fire, but you'll be okay. A 12-year-old brain's going to process as, well, it's an adult. They know what they're doing. They're an adult. And set your fucking hands on fire. And so, the only wisdom I can really say is, don't set people on fire. That's all I can really say. By the way, I am switching things up because I had coffee earlier. I woke up fairly early this morning. I had coffee, but I wasn't enjoying it. I think it's probably because it wasn't as cold as I wanted it to be. But I was like, I really want coffee. So I drank some. It's super early. Well, it's not that early in the morning. It's kind of semi-brunch time right now. I'm drinking a Rockstar Energy because I have so much to do today. It's hitting different. Normally I have a Rockstar like early afternoon-ish. Afternoon. I never really drink them in the evenings. But it's hitting different. Because normally when I do the podcast, I do them early in the morning and I drink coffee. I don't know. Coffee today it wasn't hitting right. Fruit punch. Alright. What do we got next, Pat? Alright. Woman shoots man at... I cannot pronounce this word. Shoots a man at a gas station during a fight over a drink refund. I believe it. That's another thing. I would never ever work at a gas station. And to be honest, I probably should have put that in my video I did a few years back of jobs I couldn't handle. Gas station employee, definitely a no-go. You deal with the weirdest fucking, shittiest fucking people. Grocery stores is as far as I go. But on top of that, you work by yourself? Dude, fuck that. Oh, it was in New York. I can't even pronounce that. I'm looking at the word. I'm just dumbfounded. I can't read. In New York, a 26-year-old woman who argued with... Wait, why is it faded like that? Oh, it's a subscriber exclusive story, so I can only read a little bit of it. So, I don't know. I'm not subscribing to this shit. But a 26-year-old woman who argued with the gas station employee of the cost to drink shot a man with a sawed-off shotgun after she was promised a full refund, law enforcement says. Oh. Over a fucking Dude, let me click out of this. Shit like that makes me angry. Don't shoot anybody for a fucking refund. Those drinks are fucking watered down anyway. Fuck off. What the fuck, dude? A fucking sawed-off shotgun. Drinks are... What's the most expensive drink at a gas station? Like what? $5? $4? You're gonna shoot someone with a sawed-off shotgun? For fuck... I mean, I imagine that the person's fine. They were probably shot at. I doubt that they were, like, shot and killed, or else that would have been the headline. Grow up. Alright. Wait, what did this say? Oh, this was in Texas? Yes, it was in Texas. Parent dressed as an Easter bunny hands out condoms at Texas elementary school. A Texas parent caused a... Wait, what the fuck word is that? Dude, I can't read! The Texas parent called a stir. I'll just say a stir. This week after handing out Easter eggs to kids at Gauntlet Elementary School campus in Austin. Most of the eggs were filled with candy, but a handful were packed with unopened condoms. Oh, God. A parent, Nathan Jessen, a professor of University of Texas and a father of three, said he was initially concerned when the school informed him via email of the incident, taking to social media this week to tweet, "Not sure this is the Austin weird I signed up for." He then took it upon himself to find out more. Sorry if I'm like, ugh, and shit. According to the text thread among Jason and other parents of the school, it all seemed to have been a mistake. Parents of the thread shared that the woman handing out eggs supposedly works as a pharmacist who dressed up as a bunny while overseeing safe sex presentation at a nearby clinic. Jason says she then went to pick up her second grader while still wearing the costume and ended up mobbed by students at the school, to whom started handing out candy. Running out of supplies, she called for her husband to help, and he accidentally grabbed the wrong eggs. Chaos ensued. Now the Austin Independent School District is reevaluating safety protocols following the incident, according to a report by whatever the fuck this is. The district told the news outlet that the parent was asked to leave but simply moved to a public sidewalk and continued to give away eggs. "We are working to review our safety protocols to ensure this doesn't happen again." The person told the news outlet it was incredibly careless and inappropriate action of a parent. School's principal also sent out letters to parents explaining the event was not planned or sanctioned by the school. Officials also spoke with the parent about the inappropriate nature of their activity. Some politicians are seizing the opportunity of the incident. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking, who gives a shit? Alright, anyway. It's getting political and shit. It's giving me a headache. Oops. Wait, so why were there condoms in the eggs to begin with? And then her husband grabbed the wrong eggs? Oops. I don't even know how do you fuck that up? I don't know. I don't know how you fuck that up. No clue whatsoever. Alright. Kindergartner brings pre-mixed margaritas for snack time at a Michigan school. Okay. A kindergartner brought an alcoholic margarita mixed drink into a Michigan school for snack time and shared drinks with multiple classmates, according to Fox 2 Detroit. Grand River Academy student brought in a 4-pack of the pre-mixed margaritas during snack time. The drink was poured in Dixie cups. Multiple students had a drink, the report said. That's funny. One mother said her child had 4 or 5 sips thinking it was just juice. The mother said her daughter felt woozy and was a little dizzy afterward. Damn, your fucking kid's a lightweight. The fact that they even took sips to begin with, because I've had alcohol, I can't even get 1 sip in. I was like, I could be like this. The girl poured it into her cup and she drank it, and the girl ended up telling her what it is, and she went and told the teacher there's liquor in this cup. The teacher gave her a funny face, the mother told the news station. According to the report, the school called poison control, which when it learned what happened, the school has also contacted parents to let them know they're physically okay, and that it would discipline the student if necessary, the report said. While we try to keep an eye on everything our students bring to school, that's simply not possible, the school said in a statement. It's unfortunate that these types of adult beverages can easily be mistaken as child-friendly drinks. Yeah, they can. Lock up your liquor. That's all I gotta say. Alright, this is one that Pat sent me recently that I do remember seeing circling the internet. Dollar Tree manager fired for posting controversial sign outside the store. I think those of you that know where it's heading. Yeah. In Indiana, Dollar Tree manager in Indiana was fired from their job after posting a controversial sign outside of the store last week, according to NBC affiliate NWDU. The handwritten sign has seen by a number of people entering the store, allowing them to take pictures and posting them online. That was a big no-no. The sign apologized for the store being closed and then called out the teenage workers at the store. I apologize for us closing again, the sign said. My 2 new cashiers quit because I said their boyfriends couldn't stand here for their entire shift. Here's the thing that got them in trouble. Don't hire Gen Zs. They don't know what work actually means. Now hiring baby boomers only. Thanks. Yeah, that's ageist, bro. Yeah. $100% deserves to get fired for that. Because they probably now keep in mind, I've been to like a 99-cent store. They don't have a lot of cashiers on duty. And they can get busy, especially during food stamp time. They can get stupid fucking busy. During the beginning of the month and especially on weekends. Saturdays in particular. So and I would imagine Dollar Tree probably doesn't pay that much. You know? Then, of course, it goes to the definition of who's considered a Gen Z and who's considered a baby boomer and shit like that. A person told WNDU that the manager hung up the sign in front of the store after the 2 employees quit their jobs. Randy Gillier, Vice President Investor Relations of Dollar Tree, Inc., told news stations that that sign was not approved by the company at all. We are aware that an unauthorized sign was posted at our store for a brief period of time. The handwritten message was absolutely not approved by or condoned by our company. Pretty much, hey, it's not our fault. This person did it on our own. We didn't do it. Dollar Tree customer Lindsay Benjert told WNDU that stereotyping the workers because of their age makes no sense, since a worker could be lazy at any age. Okay. You're going to get people from every group. I mean, I wouldn't say the people that quit were lazy, though. That's one thing. Like, like, I agree with half of that. Like, you know, hey, you can't base it on age, but also, they probably weren't lazy. We don't know their side of the story. They could have dealt with, like, some really stupid, dumb shit. And was like, you know what? I'm making fucking $7. I'm working fucking 40 hours with no benefits and shit like that. Like, dude, fuck this place. You know? And then you have to deal with dumb people on top of it. But the person says, you're going to get people from every group who is lazy and work hard. I'm sure when baby boomers were young, they were probably also called lazy. And it just keeps going from generation to generation, the person said. Oh, I got to scroll down. Oh, I think that, yeah, that's it. Good, that person deserved to get fired. Don't post shit like that, dude. Okay, I don't know if this is a link. Okay, I'm not going to go into too many details, but, he says I may have to do some research on it. I may have to click it then. Oh, okay, so this isn't a link at all. I thought it was a link. Never mind. This looks like a tweet from GB News. I don't know who they are or like what state or whatever. But it says, university midwife students taught to care for men giving birth through their penis. No. I will be a loving, like if my wife were ever pregnant, I'd be a loving, supporting father. I will walk my wife through it. I will do a lot to make sure, you know, my wife is comfortable, taken care of, the whole nine. You know, like if I gotta leave work early because she fucking wants Cheerios, hey man, I gotta go home early. Emergency. All right, honey, I'm gonna go to the store and pick up some Cheerios. Gotta leave early. Sorry, boss. You know. But I don't want to give birth through my wiener. And would I do my research? I'm scared. I don't want to do research on that. I'm not interested in what it's gonna be like giving birth to a baby through my dick. That's I have to say. All right, so the last one by my boy Pat, and to be honest, I've actually heard about these too because I think they're sold in Vegas. I don't know specifically in Vegas, but I did hear about it. That Mike Tyson has a cannabis company that's selling ear-shaped weed gummies, and he calls them Mike Bites, which is fucking god tier fucking. Shout out to anyone in, like, who's ever like Mike Tyson's marketing guy or woman. Fucking give him a fucking raise. Mike Bites is a god tier fucking thing to call it. Oh shit. But yeah, he's had a cannabis company for a while, but the fact that he came out with fucking what were they called? Mike Bites? That's amazing. And they're ear shaped. And then it's pretty much just a bunch of like clips and stuff about the incident. I love the fact that he's just embraced it. He's like, yeah, I bit off a piece of a guy's ear. I did it. And he's made jokes about it and shit like that. So, you know, that's like one of the moments that like something happened to you and you can just fucking flip it and just make money off it. And I love shit like that. Like if there's a thing where fucking I slip and fall on my shoelace, dude, 20 years down the line, dude, I'm gonna make that into money. Like I don't know, just something. Mike Bice is a fucking genius idea. Fucking shout out to Mike Tyson. I think that's all Pat's. Yeah, that's all Pat stuff. So Pat, man, keep them coming. Keep them coming, dude. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. This was a fun time. Fun stuff had by all. But if you guys haven't already, please click anything you see right here on your screen right now. There's some good stuff to watch. Make sure to check out that gaming channel. I upload way more frequently on there. So click that stuff. Click the links in the description and all that, man. Get yourself some merch. And I'll see you guys next time.